huge, and I mean huge rematch here at the Ludlow Theater. Rex, DC, 1-on-1. Denver Drake here, and joining me is Wesley Thomas.
These men wasting no time. They're already trading. They're throwing hands. And these aren't just normal hands. They're the size of bowling balls.
They are slugging it out, and this match hasn't even been on for 60 seconds. I mean, wanting nothing more than to get their hands on one another after what happened in their rematch, in their first match, I should say. We were first here in Ludlow.
This is a hockey fight. They were just trading. Nobody moved, and rarely do you ever see somebody getting the better of Rex. But Rex turns it around and delivers a chop of his own.
Both men laying in heavy leather on one another in the corner. Neither man backing down. I don't know how referee Spike's going to contain all this. I mean, look at them. Neither man backing down. Chop after chop. Huge jab to the side of DC's head, and Rex might have a big opening.
That's tossed to the outside. Rex firmly in control now.
And now, oh no, these two behemoths are on the outside now. Anything can happen from here. The crowd electric behind Rex in this match. Oh boy.
Solid.
Every chop echoing throughout Birkus Brewing.
You know this, and now it's bittersweet seeing DC get chopped, because for weeks he left my chest bloodied.
He's got him up, but look at this. I think DC is on the other side of the tape. You saw Rex there taking apart our ringside steps there. Perhaps was looking to use those, but DC had it scouted, and now Rex has him back in the ring. And I think we know what he's going for here.
Vintage Rex.
Calls for it. No water in the pool. DC out of the way, and Rex collides with the canvas. DC meeting him with a huge boot to the head, and now DC is on the attack.
This is not where you want to be. They call DC the most dominant figure in wrestling for a reason.
I dare to see anyone try and retort that, as he's just laying in these boots to Rex as he's down.
Rex now on his feet.
Sends him, takes him off his feet and clocks him upside the head, and down goes one half of the tag team champs.
That was 400 pounds DC just deadlifted off the mat.
Freakish strength, and you can say that for both of these men. Maybe a taste of his own medicine. Just as Rex did earlier in this matchup. Huge Mongolian chop on the outside.
That's no Mongolian, that's Grizzly Magnum.
Those giant hands of DC. All that weight coming down on the chest of Rex. And now just laying in these strikes on the back. Referee had a 7 count here. They got to get back into the ring, and there we are.
First cover in the match.
It's gone past the point of a matchup. These two men want to hurt each other more than anything.
And there's nobody more capable of doing it to each other between DC and Rex. The two biggest men in the NWF colliding tonight.
Pulling Rex up to his feet. Looking to to send him. Rex stands his ground. Giant boot to the midsection now. Perhaps gonna look to suplex the big man. Drops him. Big time suplex from Rex.
Rex feeling it now.
The ring moving an inch every time these two men collide with the canvas. But DC able to slide down. Now trying to get Rex up.
Doesn't get it. That's a lot of weight.
Nearly 900 pounds moving around in that ring, Wesley. DC down once again. Gets him up the second time around. And drops him on the mat.
Both men down.
All that weight, I mean, definitely did an effect on DC, but he was able to muscle him up and drop him. And now both men down. The crowd rallying behind Rex.
I don't know what Rex is doing, but he's feeling something.
I think it's called getting fired up. At least I hope. And in he comes. 2 clotheslines for DC.
3. Trifecta.
It's rare you see DC get manhandled like this. And has him in the corner, and we know what time it is. Calls for it. Rex Express. And DC is down. Escapes to the outside for the time being. Rex was calling for a take 2, wanted a second one, but DC out of the ring, and now Rex gonna follow behind.
Back to the outside they go.
He just cleaned his clock, Wes. Has him up again after that huge punch. Rex Express on the outside, maybe? And no one there. I think Rex tried to stop himself, but his head.
Spine buster on the stairs. Oh!
All of Rex's weight crashing down on those steps at ringside.
Mercy me! How is he moving?
And Rex just chucking DC. And the referee's calling for the bell. I mean, this match has got to be thrown out after that.
This isn't safe. Look at the looks on. They're not done. They're not done.
I mean, I told you they want nothing more than to brutalize one another. I think the match came second.
I gotta go. I think this is gonna get out of hand. I gotta go, Dallas.
I don't blame him. I mean, look at these two men. I mean, still taking it to one another after the bell. It's clear these two men want nothing more than to brawl. The match came second, and you see referees out here, Commissioner Cat, Anthony Bryant, having to separate these two big men, because it's clear they are not stopping anytime soon. Commissioner Cat, oh my God, Rex, he's got the steps in hand. He's got the steps in hand, and the locker room's emptying out now. The locker room having to separate these two gigantic men. Trying to break free. Look at Rex. Rex found an opening. Here he comes. And there we go. They're going at it again. The entire NWF locker room having to separate these two behemoths. It is all out anarchy at the Ludlow Theater.
After tonight, I get one more shot, one more chance to prove why DC is the most dominant wrestler in the NWF and why I stand alone at the top. And what better way to do it than March 23rd in Ludlow when I take on Rex in a lumberjack match. Because you see, not only am I gonna beat Rex, but it's gonna be in front of all the NWF fans and all of the NWF locker room to witness, just for me to prove that there's no man, nobody that can touch DC.
DC, March 23rd, Ludlow, Kentucky. We return to Birkus Brewery. And we don't return in any regular match, DC. We return in a lumberjack match. See, last time we were there, you threw me out onto the floor, spine-busted me through the steps, thinking that that's all it took to get rid of me. Well, I got back on my feet, and I chased you around that ring until the entire locker room had to come out and separate us. And now here it hits. You get me out on the floor thinking you could just body slam me outside the ring. DC, March 23rd in Ludlow, there is no outside the ring. These men will keep us in, and not anything will stop me until I walk out on top, because Rex goes up and the rest come down.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy St. Patrick's Day and welcome to Bustin' Loose. This Saturday night, March the 23rd, the Northern Wrestling Federation are at the historic Ludlow Theater in Ludlow, Kentucky. On that night, a huge lumberjack match. Rex goes one-on-one with DC. An all-stars tag team match. The unified champion Luke Larson teams up with Dakota Wolf to take on Nick Ultima and Andrew Right Now Reed. And for the NWF Heavyweight Championship, Pompano Joe defends against NWA superstar Carson Drake. Doors open at 7 p.m. Bell time is 8 p.m. Tickets available online at nwfwrestling.com.
It's me, NWA superstar, the most successful man in wrestling today, Carson Drake. And on March 23rd at NWF, Pompano Joe, you have made the most fiscally irresponsible mistake you could have ever made, putting the NWF heavyweight title on the line against me. You're gonna learn a very valuable money tip. So you might be good. Make no mistake. You'll never, ever be Carson Bartholomew Drake.
This Saturday night, Pompano Joe puts the NWF Heavyweight Championship on the line for the very first time against NWA superstar Carson Drake. And NWF Army, if you've ever seen Carson Drake, you know that he's got one very big mouth. And this Saturday night in Ludlow, Kentucky, if he thinks he's gonna run that mouth, he's gonna find out that, homie, don't play that.
Tag team action at the Ludlow Theater. The stars that were made for this go one-on-one with Pennsylvania Smith and Joe Pro James. 2-on-2, I should say. I'm Denver Drake, and joining me is Chris Demise.
Yeah, we'll call that 2-on-2, Denver, but hey ho, I'm glad to be here with you at the historic Ludlow Theater as we watch these two teams go 2-on-2.
Kicking us off here, looks like Daredevil Pennsylvania Smith and the former NWF heavyweight champion Star Rider, both members of the Stars that were made for this, of course.
Now I feel like that's a tag, right, Denver? I mean, they just tag one another. Napoleon let that slide. Let Star Rider get back in the. I guess if they don't declare their intent to tag, is that the rule? I guess. I'm not sure.
I just work here.
Same here. I just beat up folks. You know what I mean? I don't really pay much attention to the rules, as you know. Pennsylvania Smith, though, working Star Rider back, getting out of that headlock, but shoulder tackle, taking him down.
Saw Ryder using that long hair of Pennsylvania Smith to get the advantage and get that headlock of his own earlier on. Smith able to hop over him, drops him with a huge hip toss. Arm drag follows it up. Ryder scoops him up, but Smith able to get that Hurricane Rana out of it.
Nice head scissors from Pennsylvania Smith. What's he looking for here? Springboard cross body. Got a little hung up, but still able to connect.
The athleticism from Pennsylvania Smith, even if he got hung up, he was able to connect with it 100%.
Daredevil for nothing, Denver. That guy's one of the premier young high flyers in the NWF.
The tag is now made to Joe Pro James, who goes right after the arm of Star Rider.
Fireball Joe Pro James with that arm twist to Star Rider, but Star Rider punching him right in the mush.
Starting to fight out of it, and now supposed to make the tag to Josh, but instead into the ropes. Joe Pro over Star Rider's back, meets him with that big time hip toss.
Flapjack from Joe Pro James.
Just tossing him around. It went into the ropes, but Nikki Victory, the Women's Revolution champion at ringside, just tried tripping him. And Star Rider taking advantage. Big time elbow.
Exactly, Damon. Like we've seen all night long. When you have the numbers game, you have to use it to your advantage.
You'd never do something like that, though, right?
Depends on how much it costs.
And now Joshua, the legal man, and just beating down on Joe Pro James. Mocking his theme song while he does it.
Mocking these idiot fans in the NWF Army for playing along with the hey-ho when he comes out. Look at Joshua. Look at the man that was made for this.
Joe Pro James, however, starting to fight back. He's firing up.
You might have got a word from his ancestors while Josh was posing, but a huge clothesline taking Joe Pro back down.
Into the cover, has his back to Pennsylvania Smith, making sure Joe Pro's as far from that tag as possible. Joe able to kick out. Star Rider back into this matchup.
Army trying to get Joe Pro James back in the matchup, chanting for Joe. Well, look at the veteran team of Star Rider and Joshua, both former tag team champions, cutting the ring in half.
Look, he's toying with
Actually, now look at that, yeah, toying him. Being a little cheeky as a Star Rider, just a different side of him since he's been teaming with Joshua.
Ever since he turned his back on Rex a few months back in Covington, it has definitely been more ferocious, more vicious ever since teaming up with Joshua, and now just sent Pennsylvania Smith off the apron.
Brilliant move from the Star Rider. How can Joe Pro make a tag if his partner's not on the apron, right, Denver?
Exactly, just called for that brain buster, but Joe Pro underneath, able to avoid it. Look at that, almost able to get out there to get that tag. Oh!
Enziguri connects and is Penny's back up.
And there we go. Pennsylvania Smith is in, Joshua's in. The resident daredevil of the NWF taking it to the man that was made for this.
He's flying as the daredevil right now.
Ducks underneath it, leaps up, gets that huge neck breaker on Josh. And you saw Ryder there having to jump in there, having to save this match for his team.
Just in the nick of the time, Star Rider able to make the save.
Now Ryder in there, but Joe Pro meets him. Ryder shuts him down. Joe sending Ryder to the outside. And now both men going at it at ringside. right into the post he sent him. Pennsylvania Smith looking to dive, but Joshua cutting him off. Looking for that GTS. Penny though.
Huge spinning wheel kick from Pennsylvania Smith. This match has been all action the last couple of minutes, Denver Drake. Who's going to come out on top?
I don't know, Ryder's back in,
Oh!
and Ryder's back out.
Back out. And Pennsylvania Smith, he's going up. He wants to go up.
That Swanton bomb he's known for. Could look to hit it on Josh. There
Nailed
it
it.
goes.
He nailed it. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Look
Oh!
at Ryder. Ryder stopping the ref's hand from going down for that 3.
Man, that should have been it. Pennsylvania Smith had the match won, but Star Rider. Oh! Star Rider distracted the ref, and Nikki Victory with the Women's Revolution title in the back of Pennsylvania Smith's head.
She just struck Penny with the belt, and the stars that were made for this are victorious.
They stole that one, Denver. They stole that one.
Mark your calendars. The NWF is on the road. This Saturday night, March the 23rd, we are at the historic Ludlow Theater in Ludlow, Kentucky. March the 30th, we are at Bone Crushers in Elmwood Place, Ohio. April the 13th, it is the NWF Golden Rumble from Hits in Covington, Kentucky, featuring the 30-man Rumble match for the Golden Ticket and Pompano Joe defending the heavyweight title against Jake Christ. April 20th, we return to the Mount Orb Sports Complex in Mount Orb, Ohio. April 27th, it is our debut in West Union, Ohio for NWF Adams County Clash. The following night, April the 28th, we are at the VFW Hall for Fight for the Future, the 6th Future Stars Anniversary event. May the 4th, it is Revolution Rising 3 Rebellious Journey, our annual all-women's event. And May the 11th, it is the return to Swine City Brewing. It is the return to Fairfield, Ohio. Tickets available online for all those events at NWFWrestling.com. And like I said, April 13th, that huge NWF Golden Rumble match. 30 men will enter. Eliminations occur when a man is thrown over the top with both feet hitting the floor, and the last remaining man will be declared the winner and will claim the NWF Golden Ticket. What a better way to silence those stupid crybaby chants than by entering myself in the NWF Golden Rumble on April 13th at Hits in Covington, Kentucky, throwing 29 other people out and becoming Mr. Golden Ticket. And that's not arrogance, it's not even confidence. It's just a simple fact that you're looking at a future champion in the NWF.
Oh, I am ready to rumble and tumble. And if there's one person that I'm going to win the golden ticket for, I know they love gold. It's the host. And after these dubs go up and I miss their golden ticket, these Jaeger bombs will be going down.
So I think everyone knows the one thing that Beck Reeves loves most is closing cases. So once Beck Reeves wins the NWF Rumble and becomes the Golden Ticket winner, it's going to be Beck Reeves, case closed.
In the middle of that ring. What happened to round one, boys? Unconscious. Alpha, Wolf, in the lariat.
You kids, you can do nothing to the lariat, nothing to the Wolfman. You tried your best round one, but we
will always have the advantage, and we are just that much better than both of you. Ow!
Week after week after week, Luke Larson, Dakota Wolf, the both of you have made our lives a living hell. But March 23rd marks our revenge.
That's right. In Ludlow, Kentucky, we're coming for revenge. Luke Larson, Dakota Wolf, you made a mistake. You see, you successfully knocked us down. You choked us out. You left us lifeless. But you let us get back up. And we're going to keep getting back up and keep getting back up until we put you down and we walk out of Ludlow with our revenge.
Unified Championship on the line here at the Ludlow Theater. The Lariat, Luke Larson defends against Andrew right now Reed. I am Denver Drake, and joining me is Wesley Thomas.
Oh, I love the way you say my name, Denver, Dallas, Drake, Dayton.
That headlock is Andrew Reed. Luke able to avoid it, but Reed still with a hold of him. Over top. And he gets a big-time drop kick. Grounds the Unified Champ for a moment, and now right on the arm.
Andrew Reed, former tag champion, is no slouch. Phenomenal in the ring, he is.
Big-time matchup here at the Ludlow Theater for that Unified Championship. These two men have gone on it, have gone one-on-one with that title on the line multiple times before. Could tonight be Andrew Reed's lucky night as he nails another huge drop kick?
Luke Larson on his heels, getting to the outside. He has no answer for Andrew Reed.
He might be looking to fly here. Oh, and Larson shutting him down right away. Big time strike, and the Lariat might have just got an opening in the opening moments of this contest.
Two men fighting now on the apron.
Dangerous predicament now. Oh no. Suplex, Luther on the apron.
Reed denies.
Reed not gonna let it happen. Trying to escape the grasp. The Unified Champion, oh no. Oh, and now might be looking for that Tiger Bomb on the apron. But instead, Larson with a back body drop.
Back body drop. And not to be cliche, but that is the hardest part of the ring.
All of Andrew Reed's back just colliding with that corner of the ring. Now, the Lariat is right on him. Not going to give Reed any time to get that energy back. But now Reed, even now, still starting to fight.
But heavy-handed is the Lariat.
So much fighting, Mr. Right now. Andrew Reed and the Lariat has to stay on him. Back into the ring, he sends him, follows suit.
Fans firmly behind Reed.
Rallying behind Andrew Reed as he's starting to fight back up to his feet in this unified title match. Larson able to avoid it, and he clips him with that giant elbow.
Luke Larson's not known to be pretty, but that elbow was pretty effective.
He dropped Andrew Reed, but did not keep him down long enough for that 3 count. Of course, Luke Larson has been on a tear ever since claiming the unified title back in July. Has taken on all comers and has put them down with that signature lariat of his. Could the same story be told tonight against Andrew right now Reed?
Right now,
Tops in the corner.
it is hard to bet against the champion. Being somebody who's faced him myself for this championship, Luke will go through any obstacle to retain this title.
By any means necessary, of course. Wrenching on that back of Andrew Reed, and the crowd here at the Ludlow Theater going to try to rally him on. Seems to me like they're starting to fire up the challenger.
Elbows to the midsection of the lariat.
But Luke Larson, smarter than that, and he's able to shut him down. And now with a hold of his head, shoots him over with that huge suplex.
Luke Larson setting up for that elbow.
Signature move in the arsenal of the lariat, but Andrew Reed out of the way. Rolls towards him, and that huge sliding clothesline. And he has grounded the champion for the time being.
But he needs to take advantage. Both men are down. No offense can be had when both men are on their backs.
Andrew Reed has to get up and like you said, take advantage of the lariat while he's not on his feet, but Larson's back up and Reed meets him there. Both men now just slugging it out center of the ring, strike after strike, two of the heaviest hitters the NWF has to offer. Now into the ropes, Larson avoids it. Big strike, Reed underneath, and he just leaps onto him, and now he's laying in the strikes.
Fez press from Andrew Reed.
Mr. Right Now is fired up, big time backdrop suplex.
Right Now Reed, he's setting him up. Could this really be his time?
He's stalking the lariat, and that's Noah Gabriel. Noah Gabriel on the apron, but immediately gets clocked in the head by Andrew. Oh, went for the lariat. Andrew though,
set him.
Look at the arms, that tiger bomb, looking for it. Can he get it? There he goes. Hits it! And
oh no, he pulled him out of the
Noah
ring!
Gabriel, he pulled the ref out of the ring, and now just unloading on Andrew Reed now. Come on!
You could have counted to 10 and we had a new champion.
And Luke Larson, you know he's gonna just pick the scraps after all this. As soon as the referee's back up, but I think they're about to set him up. But Larson and Gabriel get sent into one another. Double spear! Andrew Reed takes out Noah Gabriel, and the lariat's laying down.
He's climbing.
He's climbing. He's gonna hit it. Moonsault on Luke Larson. The ref's down though.
One. Oh, no ref.
Oh, look, it's Nick Ultima. He's going to be the enforcer in Covington, and he just counted the three. He just counted the three.
But does this count? Is there a new champion?
Is that legal? Did the match end? Reed's got the belt, and hey, it's Dakota Wolf
with the chain.
He just struck Nick Ultima in the back, and Reed. These two men are going to go out in Covington on February 3rd. And in comes Larson.
Lariat
takes Reed's head off.
And that crybaby Noah Gabriel throws the ref back in the ring.
And Luke Larson's about to steal and retain his unified title.